set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak.
7, South Florida, 0.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 10, here he comes. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. They want to throw it. Now improvising. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
That keeps the score. Rice, 7, South Florida, 6.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. To the air on first down. Working that left side now. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Rice rushes to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, we're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
Off play action. He's going to take off. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. The Owls come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It is perfect. The lead is now 4 here in the first.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So USF's offense will get the ball for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, South Florida. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Number 18, set to kick off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Down by a field goal, 13-10 as they go back to work. Got a man. It's Davis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It'll be a draw. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throwing right. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Just needs a crack to get a return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Gets the back moving. Try to get it to the edge. Got enough for the first. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
This play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left. Receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on them, running their feet. That's not their first priority. I know they're going to catch the ball more than they're going to block. Nice job blocking in that toss.
And the Bulls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gets it out fast. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go.
Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him.
Touchdown, Bulls. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Klecko should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Army. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Leaves it with the running back. Hard running there. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. Rice rushes to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Finds the tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll try the left side. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Davis. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Owls come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's brought down, but he's got him inside. And first and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Rice rushes to the line. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Bulls! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here comes the 2-point try. Snap in the shotgun. Pocket breaking down. Looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed... They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll wrestle him down just short. first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
35-yard line. Third down coming up.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They're able to make the stop, but he is beyond the line to gain. It's first down Rice.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do they do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
He's got him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Owls want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
And a decent... there before the defense makes the stop. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab on the left. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to go up top. Completes it in the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already...
looking for the end zone. Touchdown, USF. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Iowa State is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up 14 over Utah. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's got an open man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
good for Rice Owls, first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Gonna take a shot. Catch inside the 25. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
For Rice Owls, first down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Oh, better look out. Breaks the tackle. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Rides the back and leaves it. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll do it himself. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Wants to throw on third. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. It's good. Easy call for the refs. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Snagged out of the air. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Grab near the marker. It's Brewer. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. It's complete. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half.
Caught by the receiver. Mark down at the 42.
Wants to go up top on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Houston. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside historic Rice Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be brought down. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, South Florida. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
20.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Bulldozes his way through. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
To the ground, he's got it again.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Now the play fake. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And his first pass is incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. He wants to throw it. Caught close to the marker. It's Clark. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Moving out of the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
I feel like this defense really needed that, man. They need a shot in the arm. They've had some bad possessions, not been great. Nice job getting to the quarterback, getting in a predictable 3rd and long situations where now you can unleash that pass rush.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown Bulls. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. we got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by just 2 over Ohio. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll try the run. Shakes off the defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Makes a move. Touchdown Bulls! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And he added the extra point.
55. Rice. 20.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Here's the pressure. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. Oh, he's got some space. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Ball security has to be at a premium. They're lucky that rolled out of bounds, and now that's set up fourth down. But, David, you know against this defense, they are coming and they want to create takeaways.
And as a defense, that's what you focus on week in, week out, trying to get that football, trying to punch it out. The biggest thing you have to do to create fumbles is everybody fly to the football. Unfortunately, that ball bounced out of bounds, but a nice job ripping it loose and causing the fumble.
On the run, it's Sims. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. And this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing.
Touchdown, USF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
South Florida, 62. Rice, 20.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Didn't get much on first down. It's nine. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Loses one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33 with the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Immediately fires to the middle. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for it all. He's got it inside the 15. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. They had the explosive score, and it's all for naught as that penalty will take the touchdown off the board. Wants to fire on second down. Got him downfield. Found the seam on the left. Touchdown, South Florida. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Louisville rolled to victory. And how about that Cardinals quarterback? Remember, this is a program that produced Lamar Jackson. So to gush about a play caller there, that's saying something. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They go to the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Looking to throw, it's Gomez. It's complete to the right. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this. Which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He breaks a tackle. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll go right back to the run. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Well, they weren't going to give him a chance this time. They just punted that thing toward the sideline. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Might be changing the route. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Rush is on him. The throw. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Leaves it with the back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Wide open downfield. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rice.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score.
69. Rice, 27.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just out. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
What a great response by this defense. You give up the big play. What do? You respond right back. You get upfield, get to the quarterback, get the negative play, and get the momentum right back.
And the Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking left. A strike downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Offense getting set for first down. Looking downfield on first down. Puts it out of the air. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that's a good... this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Just keep slinging it. Fires to the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass.
27.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working, and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well, because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Red pass, it's complete. All down, but he has enough to move. Canes.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. To the air. It's Gomez. Oh, they're after him. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Louisiana was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Lafayette. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. A busy day in the Sun Belt Conference, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Got it in the middle. It's Clark. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. Still running at the 40. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Scrambling away. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. The Bulls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're working that left side. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Back to pass, it's Gomez. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk left.